Vegan cyclist here.
That's going on YouTube. Hey guys, Vegan Cyclist here. So today I'm going to break down how to use rollers, right? Beginner's guide to using rollers and training with them and getting the best use out of them. So getting on the rollers is a little bit difficult to do. It's a lot of bit difficult to do once you first start, but you'll get the hang of it really quickly. And I know you're going to have to give it a little bit of time, right? So the first ride or two, you might feel really squirrely on it, but just keep at it and you will in no time feel extremely comfortable and be able to really enjoy the rollers. So what you're going to want to do is get a wall or a beam or something that you can kind of support yourself on, right? Make sure that it's not all the way close to the wall, because then your bars may like bang into the wall and you're going to give yourself less area in the middle to ride on. But this is where you can kind of support yourself and get up onto the bike, clip in, and start rolling without, having to balance too much. So balancing while you're riding is all about wheel speed, right? So it's not necessarily how fast you're spinning your crank, but it's how fast the wheels are going, right? So the slower your wheels are going, the less centrifugal motion you have to keep you upright, okay? So just like riding any bike, it's harder to ride the slower you go. And so, I know that a lot of people might think, well, I want to just get the hang of this, so I'm going to just go pretty slow, but that's way harder, right? So click up a few gears, and once you start to really put down some effort into it, there's not a lot of resistance with the rollers. So you're not going to find that it's extremely hard to pedal, but your wheels are going to start going faster, and that's going to help you keep balance. So wheel speed, super key. Keeping cool, man, this is so understated, right? You on the rollers, you're going to be working pretty hard. You're usually probably going to be indoors, so it's not going to be cold. It's going to be probably warm, and you're going to blow up with heat really quick. So what you want to do is set up some sort of fan, right in front of you to blow some cool air, because you'll get uncomfortable really quick. Usually what I'll do is I'll start my rollers actually outside, and if it's breezy or cold, you will warm up really quick. So just keep in mind that you're going to be, like I said, indoors or something like that, and so anything that you can do to kind of keep your cool, and you're going to be sweating profusely. Like usually after a roller workout, there's just a puddle of sweat underneath me. So sometimes I'll throw a towel over my bars and I'll kind of use that to wipe my face, because it's just, man, it gets pretty intense. Placement of the rollers. This is really important because I destroyed my carpet the first time I rolled on it, right? I put it down on the carpet and I kind of gave it a little test to make sure that the rollers weren't hitting the carpet, and I was like, yeah, I got some space. Well, once I actually got my bike on the rollers, it kind of sunk down, and so then when the roller it was hitting the carpet, and I didn't really know that until like 20 minutes in, and I smelled something burning. And the roller actually like melted the carpet, and it melted some of the roller onto the carpet. So I had this huge like stripe of like red plastic melted into the carpet, permanently damaging it. So where you place the rollers when you're going to ride is really important. So it's on like a hardwood floor or something really hard and flat is what you want to do, right? Like in the kitchen or something like that, or in the garage, somewhere where there's not carpet that's going to get all up in your rollers. So once you've had the basics totally ironed out in the privacy of your home and no one's seen you be a total goofball by falling off, which I have done at a race, it was horrible. Anyway, you're going to want to move on to maybe some more advanced techniques to really get yourself very comfortable with the rollers. So the number one thing is being able to get up onto rollers without some sort of support. This will allow you to use your rollers more than just in a place like at your home. So if you're going to take them for a race prep, or you have them out on vacation somewhere and it just doesn't work out where there's something nearby, being able to get up on the rollers close, without support is really important. So to do this, you're going to want to get the wheels spinning really fast. So I'll click up to the hardest gear that I have. So big ring in the front, small ring in the back, and I'll put one foot on the ground and I'll just start spinning out the the wheel, right, on the rollers. And so I'm going here, I'm cranking, and it's a little bit hard because your front wheel wants to like skip around, and but just keep going, and you get it as going as fast as you can. And then you'll stand up and get on the seat, and don't worry about clicking your left cleat in or whatever. The one that's not on, don't worry about clicking that one in right off the bat. Just get your foot on the pedal any way you can and start pedaling it out. And once you get a little more comfortable, then go ahead and worry about clicking in the one that's not clipped in. The other thing that will help you get more out of your rollers is being able to stand up. So the rollers simulate the road pretty well by the side-to-side motion, but the standing up is, you know, it's a little bit harder to do, so a lot of people just stay seated, which kind of sucks. Like after like 30 minutes on the rollers, man, your ass is just killing you. So you might stop riding it because you just don't want to sit anymore on the seat. So by being able to stand up, you'll be able to also work a lot more of your core muscles and have this kind of real confidence and stability. So to do that, you want to click up into the highest gear, so it's really, really hard to pedal, or you know, that your wheels are going really fast, and just slowly start to stand up. And the balance is kind of over the front wheel, because if you get too far back or too far forward, your bike will want to kind of roll forward or backward off the rollers. So it will take a little bit of getting used to, but just standing up kind of slow and keeping the pedals really smooth and not pushing your bike side to side a whole lot. You kind of have to stand and pedal in a very like straight way, right? Like usually when you're on the road and you're pedaling, you can like really give this big side to side motion, but when you're standing on the rollers, you don't want that. Now, after you've conquered getting on the rollers without a wall and you're able to stand up, then you want to really try to be able to take your hands off. And this might seem like a useless trick or something like that, but there's been many times where my phone is ringing or I want to change the channel or something like that, and I need an extra hand, right? Or just to be able to drink some water. And so yeah, I mean, practice just taking your hand off the bike, just like one, and then maybe practice the other one, maybe kind of start sitting up a little more, try to work into where you can ride no-handed, and I mean, that I feel like being able to do that actually converts to some applications for the real road and helps you with your stabilization muscles in your core and your legs. So learn how to ride without hands on the rollers. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you get the most out of your rollers. Let me know if you have any stories about your rollers, if you've fallen off or looked like a fool, because I know I have. And thanks so much. Watch my other videos. Check me out. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much, Vegan Cyclist.